All right, Leaf Metal Draft Baseball. Is everybody ready? We're going to break that new release tonight here in a few moments. We do have some information to go over first, and then it looks like we're going to have a big boatload of unpaid teams to deal with after that. Right now, as it stands, we've got uh, five unpaid teams. Yeah, totaling over $300. So that's always a good way to start off the night, isn't it? But all right, well, we'll see if any of that gets paid in the meantime while we start taking a little peek at our information here. If I can get myself on the right page, that's what we're going to do. Anyway, eventually I'm going to get us there. There we go. All right, so my feedback is set to be automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. And of course, the other thing there, of course, is a big thank you. And appreciate you being here on this Friday night, cold Friday night where I am. I don't know about you, but it is freezing here. And yeah, what else do we need to know there? I think the thank you was the main part. So as far as the days ahead, this is what it looks like. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all off nights. Tuesday night, we're kind of going to come back and break Prism Football Blasters again, 10 box half case break. Those are loose boxes from a shared case. I forgot to note that on the description, but I believe it is noted in the actual auction itself. I just forgot to note it here on the spreadsheet. And then on Wednesday night, same thing. We're going to have loose boxes from a shared case. We'll be breaking 5 boxes of hoops basketball, which is a quarter of a case break. And it's also like 1,000 cards or something, even in 5 boxes. There's a lot of cards in hoops. You will know how that goes. And shipping for what we're working on tonight, I expect Monday is when this is going to get out the door and on the way to you. As always, if I can get something out sooner, I will. And if something unexpected comes up, could slide a day later. That's why we always say plus or minus a day when we list it there. And if somebody gets skunked tonight, meaning they do not pull a single card of any sort, you will still get a package in the mail. It will ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, and it would have consolation card or cards in it. Now let me see where we are in terms of payment. I'm going to leave you on that screen for a hot second. And yeah, pretty much as I figured, all of it is still unpaid. So let's talk about, I'm going to bring you back to my screen. We won't leave you stuck on that. It's probably going to take us a few minutes to find homes for these 5 teams. So we have got the Padres unpaid at, they closed out just under $74 on eBay. The Rays, which closed out at 74 even. The Blue Jays, they closed out at 64.50 and well 64.51, but we'll just, call that 64. For Toronto Blue Jays, the Nationals ended at 50 straight up, and then the Rockies ended at $69. So preference would go to someone who wanted all the teams, and if no one wants all, the person who wanted the majority would have preference over single individual teams. But I do need to find homes for some or all of those because, well, it equals almost $300 in unpaid stuff. So I need to find a little home for it. If anybody is interested, let's see. All right, T-Man says he'll take them all for $250. Well, let's see, T-Man. That is what were they originally? They were. Let's see. They were originally 340. So that is a big chunk coming out of there. If you could you do 275 or could you do 275? Is that possible at all? Of course, obviously you don't get charged shipping or any of that stuff. Obviously I don't want to go 300 in the hole, but I'd rather not go 100 in the hole either if I can avoid it. So let me know your thoughts on that, if you think that's possible or if not, or what you're thinking. You're good with that? All right, perfect. Thank you. Then I'm going to go ahead and get this typed in here for you. You know how this works. If you send the money over to me by way of PayPal, I, in the meantime, am going to get all of this canceled out on eBay and update our spreadsheet and all that fun stuff. So thank you, T-Man, jumping in, saving the day for us there. So Give me a second, and I'm going to get all my side done while T-Man's taking care of his side, and then we'll be good to go. I gotta, oh man, eBay makes it such a pain to do anything anymore. They give you 20 extra steps to do one thing. All right, we got that one done. Got one more to go here. And all right, now let me just get over and update the spreadsheet, and we're going to be close to ready to go. Appreciate your all's patience while T-Man and I are getting these unpaid teams squared away. So thanks everyone for being patient. All those people that bid and don't pay make our lives difficult, don't they? Slow us down a little bit. All right, so just give me one more minute here. I'm getting the spreadsheet finished up, and then we'll be good. All right, so there's Padres. Here come the Rays, the Blue Jays, the Nationals, and the Rockies. All right, here we go. We got all that done, and I think we're ready to get back to business here. All right, so let's bring our spreadsheet back up for anybody who joined in while we were working on moving those teams out. Monday is when I'm expecting this to ship, as always, plus or minus a day. If you get skunked in this break, meaning you do not hit a single thing of any sort, you will still get a package in the mail, and it will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, since this is a paid shipping break. And now we can go ahead and take a look at our spreadsheet because it's all updated. Yay. And it looks like this. It is a 12-box case of 2020 Leaf Metal Draft Baseball. And this is break number 1, full case break. Product just released today, ended on eBay tonight. And we're breaking it tonight. That's Friday night, the 29th of January. And I said 9:15 a.m., didn't I? That would have been like 12 hours ago. 9:15 p.m., but like, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, you do. And of course, you're going to find your team names are there on the left-hand side. Winning bidders across from each team on the opposite side, with the exception of the 6 unpaid teams, or 5, however many there were, 5, I guess. And T-Man picked all those up here in chat, so you see those noted as such. Second with T-Man's name, and we thank T-Man once again for jumping in to save the day there, picking up that unpaid stuff. Last little piece of business here, you will see that your background is going to start getting blurry. And I am doing that intentionally, so I don't want you to worry about that. We're going to be able to see the cards just perfectly. We don't care about what's in the background anyway, right? Yeah, background doesn't matter to us. We just want to look at the cards. Just want to see the cards. T-Man says we're good on his side. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Brian's here. Leaf Metal is here. It sure did arrive today. Got a bunch of it in. And the Padres were available. Yes, they were, but T-Man picked them up. We had 5 unpaid teams in here tonight, and T-Man helped us out and picked all 5 up. And that way we didn't have much of a delay, and hopefully he's going to be rewarded by the mojo for jumping in there and saving the day, we hope, right? So the Leaf stuff, if you've never opened Leaf products before, their cards do not have team names, team logos on them, okay? They don't have license to do that. Same as Panini. You know, Paninis aren't like that either. But on Paninis, of course, they still list the city. They would say Toronto, Cincinnati, whatever. They don't do, I'm looking to see how they have those in here this time. Yeah, it's the little box again. So Leaf doesn't even do that. It just has the player's name. So it works like this. Players go to their current teams. So that's going to be, of course, active players in this product. If we had retired players, they go to team they played for the longest, etc. But this should all be active player stuff we're dealing with. So it's going to go to current teams, and we would use MILB.com and or MLB.com to answer any questions we might have. about what somebody's current team is. For the ones that I know, I will call them out. Some that I don't know, I have written down, and if I have it written down, of course, I will read that out. And there may be some that I don't have written down and I don't know. And of course, I will look those up before they go out the door. And I would also just verify everything since there's been a little trading going on lately. So, Brian, you got sniped on the Padres. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that was somebody who had 4 teams, had almost $300 worth of teams, that guy did, and then didn't pay the bill. So, I don't know. I mean, he wrote me like 15, 20 minutes ago and said he was paying for it then, but the payment never came through. And so, unfortunately, you know the story. You know how it rolls. You got to keep on trucking. T-Man says he needs major mojo tonight because he doesn't even have his scotch to help him. Well, we don't want you to have to suffer without your scotch and without hits, T-Man. So we're gonna have to double time that mojo, aren't we? Yeah, Brian, he brings up a good point. He's talking about that a lot of the Leaf stuff is different this year because of COVID. Normally, their stuff is all on card signed, and yeah, we have been seeing their releases with stickers this year because of COVID. Not much on card from them, and they've also started packaging them differently. Normally, they came in there ready to go, and their sleeves and their top loaders and all that fun stuff. And now I don't know if this is a permanent change for Leaf or if they will go back to the other way later. I think it originally started because there were supply chain issues as far as getting top loaders in certain sizes and that sort of thing. So it might be just a function of not having good availability if they decided to put them in these little boxes instead. Or they might do this permanently. I don't know, because we'll wait to find out, won't we? See what Brian tells us. We will see. Oh, good. Brian, he says he remembers a lot of the trades, so he may be able to help me with that, because listen, I don't remember a lot of the trades, or I'll maybe remember the name and think, oh yeah, that guy's traded, but I won't remember where he's gone. I'm telling you, my poor little brain, it's tired, it's on overload, it can't handle all the information. But we will muddle through the best we can, and of course, again, I will check it out before I shoot it out the door. And Brian is going to be kind and help us out by typing some stuff in the chat as we go along, too, I think. So, all righty. T-Man, if you have something you have that's a major hit, yeah, you just flag me down and let me know if you have something in there. I know different people have different thought processes about this Surface and using One Touch, but it never has bothered me. So, some people it does bother, some it doesn't. Never bothered me, so. All right. Well, Brian says he has a quick spreadsheet up in a different window. All right. Well, cool. Well, what I do, of course, is just go look it up. That still looks not quite in focus, does it? Let's just tweak this again for a hot second. Yeah, what I do, of course, if I have any question about it, is I just go look on MILB.com, and that's how I decide. It's literally whatever they say or whatever Major League Baseball says. That's the rule. That's the king. That still looks kind of out of focus to me, doesn't it? Or does it? I don't know. Does that look all right to you? Maybe it's just my vision tonight. This is Nick Bitsko, and it is numbered to 7. And if that looks out of focus to you, tell me, and I'll, mess with it again. And that was the Tampa Bay Rays, Bitsko was. So we're already off to a good start, T-Man. All right, next up is Jake here. And Jake is not numbered that I see. That's Jake Vogel. And Jake goes to the Dodgers. Again, this is, as far as I know, if there have been trades or things made, feel free to jump into chat and let me know, or I will go double check it before it gets out the door. That's pretty. Look at all the pretty colors. It's so pretty. That is Hector Yan or Yan, one or the other. And as far as I know, the Angels. You will notice we've got a lot of curvature this year with Leaf, and happens often. Cards with the hollow kind of coating. Well, this is really more of a chrome coating, but you get the idea. And this is numbered to 7 as well. It is J.T. Ginn, and it was on one of the State Pride cards, and he is the Mets, followed by Mr. Hunter Brown. Don't see any numbering there on Hunter, so as far as I know, he is Astros. And here you go, Braves. Right off the bat, we get you a nice little Acuna. We've seen a lot of Acuna in Leaf products this year, so good to see he's in this one too. And number to 20, that one was. Brian says he needs to see Walker since the Cardinals are the only team he got. All right, well, let's work on that then. He says it looks good there, but you've had a few. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't have a few and do breaks. No. Can't do any of that till after all the breaking is done and the cleaning up is done and all the cards are safely top-loaded and tucked away. You know how that goes, so... This is Orelvis Martinez. It is numbered to 20, and that is the Blue Jays. So, T-Man, that's another one that'll be headed your way. Luis Matos, and that one's numbered to 4, so lots of low-numbered stuff. I don't really remember where he goes, like at all. So I'm going to just kind of set him up there in a different pile, because we may have to look him up later. Unless Brian knows, which he might. Mr. Garrett Crochet heads to Chicago, the White Sox. Liover Peguero is Pittsburgh and the Pirates. Next up is Bryce Elder. And Bryce is also unnumbered, and Braves, maybe, for Bryce Elder, Braves, I'm thinking. Oh, Tatis, very good. He's been showing up a lot in Leaf products this year, too. Fernando Tatis Jr. It's a very nice-looking card, very good hit, and numbered to 7. So, Padres, woohoo! How you like it now, T-Man? You didn't even need your stiff drink tonight. Your hits are going to carry you through. You don't have to worry tonight. So far, anyway, you're off to a good start. Geraldo Perdomo comes out next. That is numbered to 20. And these are trying to slide all around everywhere. And Perdomo, a Diamondback. Casey Martin. Casey is numbered to, what does that say? 15, I think. That was kind of hard to read, but I think it said Casey Martin was numbered to 15. That would be Philadelphia and the Phillies. And here is Francisco Alvarez. That one is numbered to 10. We've got lots of low numbers popping up tonight, which is good. Francisco Alvarez, I think the Mets. Brian says, yes, Elder is the Braves. Okay, good. Thank you. And Mick Abel. I was like, who is that? It's numbered to 35. I told you, man, my brain, it's in neutral tonight. It's just stuck in neutral. Abel is the Phillies. It's been that way all day. I had to get up too early. Had an early doctor's appointment. Just messed up the whole day. Corey Abbott. And Corey is numbered to 10 and headed to where? The Cubs, I think, for Corey Abbott. And, oh, there's Baby Acuna. I don't know how you're supposed to say his first name. Does anybody else know? Is it like Luis Angel or Luis Angel? Or I don't know how you say it. Anyway, I just call him Baby Acuna. He is a good hit, and that ought to make somebody very happy. If I knew how to pronounce his name, that would make me very happy. He is a Texas Ranger. All right. Let's keep on trucking here. I don't know why I show you. Those are clear boxes, but out of habit, I show you both sides of it that it's empty. But, of course, you could tell that because it's, clear and all. But I'm just in the habit of always showing the empty boxes or the empty whatever, so I don't know. You're just going to have to roll with me tonight, I guess. Warner Blakely, that one is unnumbered and going to the Angels. Luis Rodriguez comes out next, and it is numbered to 3. So we've had pretty good luck with lower numbered stuff. I got to look him up. He is a Dodger. And here comes Luis Medina right behind it. And that, I think, is the Yankees. I do believe that's the Yankees. I'll double check, of course, before anything actually goes out the door. Man, these are more curved than normal, though. They are really not wanting to stack nicely. They're flying around everywhere. Not really flying around. I shouldn't say that. That'll make you nervous. They're not really flying around. Jordan Walker, and that is numbered to 20, and that is a St. Louis Cardinal. I just mean I can't put them in high stacks because it makes for a problem. Carlos Colmenares, that is numbered to 20 because they want to spin around and go in different directions. That's what I meant. Now, Carlos, gosh, he has signed because he was an international free agent, but obviously we had the international signing period just recently, and I know he has signed, and I cannot remember where, so I've got him in that stack to go check out as well, okay? Uh-oh, Brian says Matos has been traded. Okay, so you're saying he is the... Oh, no, not that he's traded. He's the one that we didn't know where he went before. You're saying he's the Giants. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Zach Veen, that is numbered to 7. Zach is off to Colorado, the Rockies. So there's another nice one for you, T-Man. You have, because you picked up the Rockies too. So Zach Veen is a nice little addition to your growing collection from tonight's break. JJ comes out next, and it is numbered to 20 with the JJ Goss, and that one is going to where? I don't remember where JJ Goss goes, and I know I should, but I don't, so I'm going to stack him up there too. Antonio Cabela, it's numbered to 4, and Antonio is going to the Yankees. Emerson Hancock, and that's numbered to 5. And Emerson, I got to take a peek. I cannot remember. Mariners for Emerson Hancock. Garrett Mitchell, that should be Milwaukee and the Brewers. It is numbered to 15. We've got another State Pride coming up here. Matt Cantario, and it's numbered to 25 with our little State Pride hit there for Matt. And Matt goes, I'm going to put him in the pile of I got to check it too. I got like 3 or 4 up there now in the pile of I've got to check it. Oh, Detroit. How you like it now? There's your man right there, Spencer Torkelson. Nice. And it is numbered to 20. Brian, you said you missed your Walker. Oh, I will recap it. You know you'll get another chance to see it. You were looking on there trying to help me out too. Oh, sorry. And JJ Goss is the Rays. Thank you. Like, I know, I looked at that and I'm like, I know I should remember that, and I just blanked on it. Yeah, thank you. You ever have days like that where you just can't get something rolling? That's kind of how my whole day has been. Can't get my head straightened out. Jared Kelly, and it is numbered to 10, headed to the White Sox. Next up, I have got Kyle Nicholas. That one was not numbered, and I've got to take a peek. I don't remember where Kyle Nicholas goes. Says Marlins. Patrick Bailey's out next. Patrick is also unnumbered, and Patrick heads to the Giants. Gage Workman, and Gage is unnumbered. I haven't seen a lot of Gage Workman autographs, really. He is Detroit. Of course, they're already happy because they got their Spencer Torkelson, so everything else just gravy beyond that. Did I see somebody a while ago say they wanted a Max Meyer? I want to say they did. Did somebody say that to me? I think you did. Somebody did, right? Well, anyway, who was it that said that earlier? Was it Chris? Has Chris wanted Max Meyer? I think so. It's numbered to 4. So, Chris, congratulations. So I'm pretty sure that you have the Marlins, and I'm pretty sure that that is one you wanted. Ah, he said yes, it is him. Okay, good. Here comes another nice hit right behind it for Baltimore and the Orioles with Heston Kjerstad. Kjerstad or Kjerstad, one of the two. Anyway, it's a nice hit. That's the point of the matter. So several good ones coming out tonight already. And we still got a ways to go. And we're just cranking out the big hits tonight. Burl Carraway. And Burl is unnumbered. And the Cubs, I think. Marco Luciano, he is numbered to 35. I gotta make another stack over here. I just can't stack very many of those together. They're trying to spin around and go crazy on me. All right, Marco Luciano survey says Giants. Nick Lofton comes out behind that, and that is Kansas City, and it is numbered to 4. Austin Wells behind that. Austin is unnumbered and headed off to where? The Yankees, I think. I think the Yankees. Ooh, is that one hard signed? I think it is. I don't feel a sticker on that one. Yoendris Gomez. And that is numbered to 30. He might be... No, he is the Yankees. I started to say he was an international guy, but he wasn't. I think he's the Yankees. So we'll move him back into the other pile. Austin Martin, didn't we just see him a second ago? Well, there he is again. So there you go. No, we saw Austin Wells a minute ago. Austin Martin is the Blue Jays. We saw Austin Wells. Sorry, my bad. All right. Brian says Gomez is in here from last year's product. Oh, well, yeah, you're right. That's probably why it's hard signed. You're right, exactly, because it was left over. Yeah, good call, man. I didn't even think about that, but they do that to us sometimes. They do sometimes sneak them in, stuff that doesn't get returned on time or whatever. Sometimes they'll just slide it into the next year. Carson Tucker, Cleveland. Sanchez, Yolbert Sanchez, and that one is also unnumbered, and I believe is the White Sox. Miguel Yajur, is that how you say that? Probably not. It's numbered to 15, and it is the Yankees who have hit, it seems like a bunch, doesn't it? Solari comes out next. It's numbered to 3, and it is headed to Minnesota. Oh, this guy's name kills me. Not the Carmen part, the other part. Mlazinski, which I know is wrong, but I'm not ever probably going to say it right. Let's just face it. It is numbered to 10, and it goes to Pittsburgh. Cole Wilcox. There's another one for San Diego, the Padres. Ooh, that's a 1 of 1. Look at that, T-Man. You got a 1 of 1 for your Padres with Cole Wilcox. Not too shabby, huh? T-Man's hitting it up pretty good right now. Got more national pride, and this is Cespedes. He was another international free agent that will have just signed in this most recent signing period. It's numbered to 10. I'm going to lay him up there, and I'll double check him so that I don't call out the wrong thing, which I might otherwise do. Numbered to 4, we have a Jordan Westberg, and that is Baltimore. Jarren Duran. Jarren is an unnumbered hit and going to the Red Sox. She says with a question mark. I think that's right. Kobe Mayo. Kobe, numbered to 20 and headed to Baltimore. Pete Crow Armstrong. That's a nice looking card, isn't it? And he is the Mets. Making another little pile. Sorry, I have lots of stacks over here. So, all right, who got left up there by themselves? Who got left on the playground? Robert Hassel, numbered to 15. And Robert is a Padre. Brian's, the Rays is another team you missed. That's another one. The Padres, Rays, Blue Jays, and Nationals were all, and the Rockies were all the ones that were unpaid that T-Man picked up. So he's actually doing pretty well with his pickups so far anyway. Julio Rodriguez out next. I believe that is the Mariners for Julio. Ronnie Mauricio. Ronnie is numbered to 20. That should be the Mets. Connor Phillips, and Connor is numbered to 15. And he is a Mariner, so lots of Mariners coming out here right in a row, aren't they? Sammy, I don't know how to say his last name. He's numbered to 5, and I do think he's the Nationals, but I'm going to take a peek so I don't tell you wrong. Yes, he is the Nationals. All right, behind that I have an Aaron Sabato, and that would be Minnesota, the Twins. Ed Howard coming out, and Ed is unnumbered. I believe he's the Cubs. Greg said, I don't show that it was paid, Greg. On my side, it showed unpaid, and it was canceled before any payment ever came through, is how it shows on my side. So, I don't show that it was paid at all, because it got canceled, like 5-6 minutes after the break started, and there was no payment in at that point. There's Dylan Carlson out next. And Dylan is the Cardinals, of course, so that's one that Brian's been looking for. Bobby Miller, and that is going to be Cleveland and the Indians. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Bobby Miller is the Dodgers. He's not the Indians. He's the Dodgers. I know better than that. My mind wandered there for a second. Cole Wilcox, that's Padres. Yeah, Greg, I obviously can't help you with that right now, being in the middle of the break. I can tell you from my side, it was unpaid at the time the order was canceled. So if you're saying at some point after that it allowed you to pay, that would be unusual. But if it did, I'm sure that eBay will help us sort it out. I can't tell anything about that now that I am managed payments. There's a nice Asa Lacy. That's the other thing Chris has been waiting on. It is numbered to 35, and that is Kansas City and the Royals. When it was still PayPal, it was really easy to look in and see exactly what was what. All you can see now with eBay managed payments from my side is whether or not something was paid. And at the time the order was canceled, there was no payment pending and there was no payment received. So we'll have to sort it out. That is Drew Romo, and it is numbered to 20, and that's the Colorado Rockies. Nick Gonzalez, and that being numbered to 15, comes out for the Pirates. Wait a minute. Who got traded? Brian says somebody got traded in the Snell trade. Okay. On who was it that we just called? Who did I just call out incorrectly? Hang on, let me go back and find him. Cole Wilcox. Okay, let's bring him back up here then. See, I knew that Rays had a bunch of people involved in trades, and it's hard to keep up with them all because the Padres and the Rays both had a lot going back and forth. All right, so it sounds like Cole Wilcox then, guys, is probably now the Rays. I initially called him the Padres, so I apologize for that. Again, I will verify all of these things before they go out the door. Since we have had some trades, I will make sure that everything's going to the right place using MILB.com before it ships. Evan Carter. And Evan is Texas Rangers. Then Tyler Soderstrom. And Tyler is not numbered, but still a nice hit for Oakland. And I think the first one we've seen tonight for Oakland, isn't it? I think it is anyway. There's Reed Detmers. That's numbered to 20. Reed should be the Angels. Followed by Diego Cartaya. And that is the Dodgers. Then I've got Jack Kochanowicz. And I believe Jack is also the Angels, numbered to 3. I'm pretty sure that he is. And the last one is a big one. Nice. And that sleeve was all wrinkled up. I don't even want to put him in that because that's a nice hit. Look at that, Texas. What? Last card out of the last box. You hit the Laura and numbered to 7. So that's last box mojo alive and well right there, isn't it? I'm sorry we didn't get your Jason Dominguez, though, man. I know. I'm sorry, T-Man. He was pulling for that Jason. Ooh, look at this. Cardinals are getting Nolan Arenado from the Rockies. Huh, how about that? I didn't know that trade had happened until I just saw something pop up to tell me. Now I'm going to look a couple of these things up, a couple of these international free agents and stuff. We're going to see if I can pull them up. I should be able to pull them up by now on MILB.com. One would think they would be updated. And if you give me just a second, that's what I'm going to try to do. And if I can get it done reasonably here, then we'll talk about them for a second before we do the rest of the recap. If I can spell this right, which mostly I can't. Y-O-E-L. I know, terrible. Q-U-I. All right, there we go. Cespedes. All right. Where are you, bud? He's the White Sox, okay? So he just would have signed in this most recent international free agent period. So Yoelqui Cespedes is the White Sox. So we got that one resolved. Next, we're going to look up this one, Matt Caterino. And I believe that you might have already put that for us in chat, but just, we're going to go ahead and just, while I'm in here, just get it all taken care of. But I'm sure that you are right. And it shows that he is Cantorino. It shows that he is the Minnesota Twins, which I believe you probably already told us in chat. I actually do not have chat up right at this moment because I'm using the iPad to look this stuff up, but I'll have it back up in a minute. JJ Goss, we already resolved that one, and he's Tampa Bay and the Rays. And Carlos Colmenares, he's another guy that will have recently signed, so let's check him out real quickly. Colmenares, let's see, who did you sign with, bud? Is he the Tampa Bay Rays as well? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it. So that's a nice hit for the Rays as well, because he's one of the bigger prospects. In fact, one of the top international prospects. So looks like the Rays got him, which leaves me only with looking up Matos, which I believe you also looked up for us and were kind enough to put in chat earlier. But just for the sake of argument, we're going to go ahead and get him verified as well. And he is San Francisco, the Giants. All right, so there we go. Now you know the rest of the story. Now we're going to recap all this fun stuff. That's what's coming up next. Lots of hits because, well, it's all hits in here. So we're not going to talk about all the numbers and teams and all that again, because if we did, it would be just like doing the entire breakover. But what we will do is just kind of go through everything again and let you take another look at it if you missed it earlier or something. Oh, Brian, I don't know who they gave up. It literally was just a headline that flashed across my iPad and told me that. So I didn't see any of the other details. That's all I saw. But that's a pretty big trade. So I don't know who they had to give up, but it had to be something pretty good, one would think. So the first one we saw was Lofton. There's Medina, Luis Rodriguez. Well, I said I wasn't going to read all that off again, didn't I? I did say that. Yeah, I did. So I'm not surprised. I mean, they were saying that it was likely that they were going to be moving Arenado anyway. I'm a little surprised that he ended up at St. Louis, though. I am. St. Louis having to come up off of some money right now, because you don't have Yachty re-signed yet, do you? Isn't he kind of dragging his feet, saying he wants more money, he wants a better deal, and that kind of thing? So. Unless maybe they have re-signed him and I just missed it. But the last I saw, they were still working on Yachty. So I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, so you said he's not signed yet. Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised they're coming up off a big cash when they don't have that deal done yet. So I don't know. Maybe they're sending a message. Of course, they don't play the same position, obviously. But maybe they're like, hey, Yachty, we're going to go spend all our money. So you better take what you can get or we'll not have any left. I don't know. Probably not that. It's a nice hit on the Ace of Lacy. Had several nice hits in here, as a matter of fact. So all in all, a good case to get started with this product. And we've got a fair amount of it. We'll be breaking it again several times next week. Now, this is Cole Wilcox again. And a while ago, I think I called him as a Padre when in fact he's a Ray. But as you pointed out, T-Man, you've got both teams, so it didn't really impact you any. But nonetheless, just correcting that as I saw it go back through, since it is a 1 of 1. And thankfully, since you have both teams, nobody's going to be disappointed that their 1 of 1 went away. So. Oh, Frank is telling us the details. He said the Rockies are sending $50 million to the Cardinals with Arenado. Well, that's not too shabby, is it? That's not too shabby. But I'm surprised they didn't give anybody up, though. So there you go. Daggone. You said you like Wilcox? Yeah, Cole Wilcox. There's that nice Tatis that we saw earlier. I don't know a lot about him, so I don't have an opinion on him one way or the other, and a nice Acuna to go with it. But I know that a lot of trading went on, obviously, in and out of the Padres, and a fair amount with the Rays, but a lot with the Padres because they have been acquiring talent like crazy, particularly pitchers. So they've obviously trying to get shored up to make a big run next year. Look pretty good too with everything they've put together so far. Their pieces look pretty solid. All right, so let's hit our high points again for anybody who might have missed it earlier. This is what you need to know. Monday is when I am anticipating having this out the door and on the way to you. As always, that is plus or minus a day. And if you got skunked in this break, meaning you did not pull a card of any sort at all, you will still get a package in the mail. It's going to go ahead and ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, and it will have consolation card or cards in it. Anytime you do a break with me that has a paid shipping cost, you're always going to get cards of some sort in the mail, either what you pull in the break or consolation cards if you don't pull in the break. Our days ahead look like this. Saturday, Sunday, Monday are off nights. Tuesday night, we're going to break Prism Football Blasters again. It'll be another half case break. They are once again loose boxes from shared cases. Wednesday, we have one new release next week. It is Wednesday, and it's Hoops Basketball. We're going to do a 5-box quarter case break. And yeah, there's a ton of cards in that. You're like, oh, 5 boxes. There can't be that much in there. No, for real. There's like close to 1,000 cards in that. That's crazy. And it's a 20-box case. So no way are we breaking whole cases or even half cases of that, because that's way too many cards when they all ship. So you know how that goes. And then we'll see how the rest of the week falls after that. But that's got us covered through Wednesday anyway. So I guess that is it for me tonight. And listen, thanks for being here. I appreciate it very much. And I hope that you have a great rest of your weekend. I hope that you are warmer where you are than we have been here the last couple of days. And I will be back on Monday. No, Tuesday? What did I just say? Tuesday. Yeah, I'll be back Tuesday night. So if I don't see you then, hopefully I will see you sometime soon. Oh, wait, Brian's got some more updates for us here. Okay, so Rockies are getting back Gomber, Lucan, Baker, John Torres, possibly heading to Colorado. Okay, so there you go. That's not too shabby for 50 mil and getting Nolan Arenado, right? I mean, I'd make that trade. So anyway. All right, guys, that's it for me tonight. We'll see you again on Tuesday. Enjoy your week.